One, go. Avast and ahoy and good day once again to ye mateys! I be Josh the Pirate, and it brings me a portable hole full of pleasure to welcome you once again to the Humblewood. Above me I have me hearty crew, the ebullient Rachel Foucar, the efficacious Mitch Earnshaw, the electric Dan Suelto, and the effervescent AJ Winters. And behind the scenes today, we have the endearing Serum76. And we must also shout out to our ethereal artist, Breepi, whose artwork you can see on the screen right now if you look at it. And the Deck of Many, who are the minds behind this particular setting. I'm also overjoyed to announce that, yes, once again, Wood and Forge are back on board as our sponsors for another season.
In some way, but I know the sound though.
I mean,
who knows?
But the sound also.
Does it work now? Spina, Lucille, anybody?
Is that's upside down? Hey, how big is
Yes.
still?
Yes, I just heard you twice. Joe.
Alive.
Completely accurate.
Just put an
Ooh.
A on the end.
Yeah.
Yay!
The sound returns. Avast and ahoy and good day once again to ye mateys. I be Josh the Pirate, and it brings me a portable hole full of pleasure to welcome you once again to the Humblewood. Thank you for bearing us with us there for just a moment. Above me, I have me hearty crew, the ebullient Rachel Foucar, the efficacious Mitch Earnshaw, the electric Dan Suelto, and the effervescent AJ Winters. And behind the scenes today, we've got the endearing and very hardworking Serum76, who downloaded Windows 11 today and foolishly should not have. We must also shout out to our ethereal artist, Breepi, whose artwork you can see on screen right now if you look at it. And check out the Deck of Many, who are the minds behind this particular setting. However, we've finished their work, and now we're just inhabiting the world that they made. So, Windows 11 can... Yeah, I know the feeling, man. Very, very much know that feeling. I am also overjoyed to announce, and it just means I get to hold more hardwood, that Wood and Forge are back on board as our sponsors for another season. They design and manufacture high-quality wooden tabletop gaming products using beautiful Australian and exotic hardwoods. They are local to WA and even do custom orders, so you should hit them up for one. And when you do, on their website, woodandforge.com, you should use code HUMBLE1 at the checkout for a sneaky discount, you little cheeky monkeys, you. So, guys, who the hell are you all? Rachel, who the hell are you?
Hello, my name is Rachel Foucar. That's who the hell I am. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Rachel Foucar if you want.
You should.
And you can find the book that I wrote, The Rings of Mars, right there in Josh's hands. Or if you want to buy your own copy, you can find it here on the internet. It's about space shenanigans, and I think it's pretty good, and you should check it out.
Yep. Space shenanigans is what it is about.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. Mitch, who the hell are you?
Hey everybody, I'm not packing that big Rachel energy, but
no one is.
Yeah, nobody's packing the BRE, but I am Mitchell Earnshaw. You can find me on Twitter at Mitch_Earnshaw, and I'm glad to be back again once more tonight in the Humblewood with these amazing people.
Boss.
That's it. That's my story. That's my spiel.
Mitch's speed to like 1.5 or 1.25. It's just slightly.
Just a little bit slow.
Just a little bit slow.
As well, it's very fascinating.
Upside down.
Down I go. Dan, who the hell are you?
It's B. Hi, I'm Dan. I am DREP on Twitch chat and on Discord. You can basically find me on Roll for Damages and among other places in the interweb. Silently, I lurk, supporter of friends, and currently researching ways to commodify the BREs. So that's my line of research currently. And yeah, gonna play Yeho Wizardman. Can't wait to, see the party unravel from the thing from last time. That's me.
Excellent. And AJ, dear God, tell us who you are.
Hi, it's me, AJ Winters, Creative Bean from Perth, WA. I am on the internet everywhere. You can also find me on my specific stuff, the Winter's Tales channel, where I make world building videos every Sunday or maybe randomly a Tuesday morning because editing takes time. I am doing that so that I can host and DM a game of D&D or maybe just my own creation of a tabletop RPG next year. And then I also stream on other people's channels. I've been doing a lot this weekend, some PAX panels, some charity, some fundraising stuff. So sometimes on my social media, I post a schedule so that you can know where I am at any given moment. I just pop up out of nowhere.
She's like a ninja.
Like
That's the life.
Furry fox ninja.
Yes, adorable.
Thank
Adorable, but frightening.
Yes.
That's a fairly good way to describe AJ, actually.
Yeah.
And I, the hell, am Josh the Pirate. You can find me here on Roll for Damage on Monday nights where I DM the Humblewood, but you knew that because you've done exactly that. Well done. If you want more of me DMing the Humblewood and you can't be bothered waiting till next Monday, then you could come over to my own channel, Corsairs Cove, twitch.tv/Corsairs Cove, on Thursday nights where I do this same thing again, but with a different group of people, and we have fun over there as well. Alternatively, if you like my face and voice, you could check me out just tomorrow morning on Phoenixy Wacky, where I'll be playing, we'll be trying out some of the new rules from the Kobold Press, doing a bit of play testing over there, which is going to be fun. I'm going to be a tiefling cleric of the Portal domain.
Ooh.
Which is very exciting. I was like, oh, heck yeah, her name is Gladys. And beyond that, we have, what else do I do? Oh yeah, I'm in Paparotica at Fringe World. You could check that shit out if you want. We're coming back for season 7 this year. And the other thing is my podcast. I'm a member of the There Be Dragons podcast. We're a fantasy gunpowder setting 5e D&D podcast where I play the infamous and deadly pirate Scan Felspar and his little dragon Crush. There you go, AJ. You know it. You know what I'm doing. All right. I must also remind our bright, shiny, and possibly even iridescent audience to please like, follow, and subscribe to all the things. We have all the socials, and you can catch up with episodes you missed on YouTube. It's also worthy to note the Spellfire bar down the bottom of the screen. And any donations, bits, and subs all go to fill it up. And when it gets full, we roll on the deck of Many's Harrowing deck. And we love it when that happens, don't we, guys? So, it was fine the last few times. Right. Well, I think it would just be jolly. Yes, AJ?
I was going to say, I reckon we have done our intros so many times now that we could do each other's outros today.
That would be very fun. I just don't know if I'm mentally up for it.
I reckon you could do it, Josh. I reckon you've heard Rachel do her spiel.
Oh, I could do Rachel's.
Yeah, you could do Rachel.
Yeah. All right, we'll roll for it. How about it? Okay. We will do that. We'll have the audience roll for who does who.
I'm going to cross my fingers for Dan, because Dan's is the easy one.
Yeah. Mine is
I know Mitchell's. I could do Mitch's real easy. He just twats things.
I just twatter where I share things.
Oh, no.
Or if
I think
everyone's
that would be super
tired by
fun.
the end of the stream, I will challenge myself to do all of yours.
I mean, Rachel's got some big Rachel energy as well. I think Rachel could
Rachel could also do it.
handle a few. All right. Yeah, I'm sick as a dog, everybody. So yeah, this could be fun.
I punched myself.
Great. Who's doing the recap? Because I think it would be just jolly if someone spoke off into the void while AJ recovers from punching herself in the face.
I've been missing the
Bruce
void.
is like a peach as well.
I would love some one-on-one time with the void. It's been a little while.
All right,
Take
Trish,
it,
have some
Trish.
void time.
Okay, at the start of last session, Nevermore received his inheritance from a chubby Jerbeen man and decided not to be salty about the fact that his dad left some money to a relief fund for rebuilding Ashborough. Very mature of him. He also received a beautiful, heartfelt letter from his dad about the importance of friendship and not letting fame go to your head. Or at least I assume that's what it said. I didn't see it. Then Nevermore left to cast a spell, and the rest of us talked about how best to help him through this difficult time. And my strategy is to give him space, but also let him know that we're around if he needs us, because that strategy has worked for me in the past. Then the chubby Jerbeen guy, who was still hanging around, let us know where he could be found if we need him. And Jude asked him if he could help her find her mother. And he said he'd have a look through the accounts for her. And then he left. Are you making fun of me, Josh? Are you making fun of me?
AJ and I are establishing that no, he was not chubby. He was slightly overweight. You leave the poor guy alone.
Chubby is not an insult.
AJ was like, implying he was a fucking round. No.
Squishy. He's got squishy bits, and that's fine. I like squishy bits.
He has a dad bod, okay?
Okay.
Not fully spherical.
I'm imagining the blueberry girl from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, all right? He be chubby, and it's a good thing, you know? Some like a little extra cushion for the pushing. Sorry, Rachel, continue.
He shops at Jerbeen King Size Big and Tall, okay? Somehow this conversation about finding people's mothers seamlessly transitioned into yet another discussion about sex and love and how those two things work. Fancy tried to help and wound up making Jude imagine her own parents having sex, because explaining sex to Jude is not easy. Jude also learned that lesbians exist, and also that if someone is doing stuff that you don't want them to do, you warn and then you stab. Important to do those things in that order. Meanwhile, Nevermore used Helvig's quill to cast a sending spell. He didn't get a response, but he did learn that there was definitely someone on the other end to receive his message. Then Nevermore came back to the table and we discussed our plan at length with the help of Dean Winsworth, who was conveniently also at Fancy's. Jude had the idea of trying to create a tracking device similar to the one used in the Avium so that we can actually find Helvig when we get down to the plane of fire. And Nevermore talked to Irelath and established that Helvig was being possessed by the aspect of fire when we killed it. And that's how his spirit was sent to the plane of fire by us killing it. Important information to know. I brought up the fact that we need to make sure we don't kick off fire and death again when we go on our little rescue mission. And then Dean Winsworth told us that he can use the Borealis shards to create some amulets that will protect us to an extent while we're in the plane of fire. But he needs halvesite to make them. Side note, halvesite is a fancy type of rock found in platinum mines. It's very expensive, but there's an abandoned platinum mine where we can pick some up for free. The mine was abandoned because of bandit attacks, and I'm sure that won't present a problem for us whatsoever. The next day, we all teleport to the Avium because it's closer to the platinum mine than Alderheart is, so why not? I don't like that face, Josh. I don't like it. Anyway,
I feel hurt and attacked and hurt.
You should feel hurt and attacked.
You can check out his podcast.
But if you prefer the voice.
Stop it. Anyway, when we get to the Avium, Benneck does the smart thing and asks whether helvesite is dangerous. It's not. It's just rocks. The only rule to mining them is don't cast magic at them. So just mine them like you would rocks. Jude decided to say hi to her brother, while Nevermore went down to the library to see Mordain. He mentioned vague plans to go see Ravanya, but didn't mention when. I took a lovely nap on the beach, and Benneck had a relaxing training session in the forest terrarium. Jude snuck into her brother's classroom where he was working on making a magical ring. Then they had a chat that was so delightful, they should really record it, put a few ads in there, and distribute it on the internet on a regular basis. Jude learned that her brother is not a virgin. Nice. He's got a girlfriend named Mary, which is cool. Jude also learned that her mother's name is Jessica Smallborough, which is a precious name. Meanwhile, Nevermore was down in the library apologizing to Mordain on behalf of his father. Mordain did not accept this apology because honestly, why should he? Then Nevermore went to see Ravanya and went on a classic Ravanya vision quest to go see Helvig. Helvig was chilling out in a cozy cottage with no door, but some very nice stew. So it's like, Nevermore appeared and they had a very confusing, unpleasant conversation. Helvig's ignorant bliss was broken when he remembered being possessed by the aspect of fire. He remembered doing all the horrible things that the aspect did and feeling joy. And then he remembered dying painfully at the hands of his friends. Then Pia appeared in all his terrifying glory and had a chat with Helvig through the window of the cottage. Helvig discovered that he still exists only because Pia is protecting him. He also does not have a body to go back to if he leaves the plane of fire. Sensing that he didn't have much time left, Nevermore asked the crucial question, "Do you want to be rescued?" Helvig said yes. Nevermore gave him a hug just as he was pulled back to Ravanya's office. Ravanya was in dire shape when Nevermore got back, but the medics were there to help. Then Nevermore met the rest of us for lunch and told us that we would be going to get Helvig. Didn't ask, just told us that that's what we would be doing. He said he'd been to see Ravanya and told us all about his conversation with Helvig. I said I would have liked to have gone with him if I'd known that's what he was doing. Then he accused me of still not believing that Helvig was alive and belittled my decision to go to the beach. Jude suggested possibly building Helvig a new body to go into when he comes back, and Jordan offered to inquire as to whether that's actually possible. Then, because I had the audacity not to be my usual cheery self for a moment, Nevermore said to me, and I quote, "Trish, your face is making me upset." So I decided to spare his delicate sensibilities and leave. Jude also left in solidarity, and that is where we are.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Jude had a lot of good ideas last week. What the
Jude was on point.
Is it because it was about Helvig?
She's taking her brain force.
It's hanging out at the avium. It makes us smarter.
Maybe.
Fuck
you.
What? I was just clearing my throat.
Mhm.
By shaking it laterally. Don't you ever do that? All right. Well, cool. Mateys, that was fun and everything and awesome. And well, look, may your conversations with your siblings go smoothly and be recorded for posterity and advertising revenue, and all of your and all of your friends completely remember to bring you on their vision quests as we tread tremulously at first and then with mounting heat and passion once more into the Humblewood.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Ooh,
I
passion.
completely forgot to write that before we got to that bit, so that was made up, that last bit.
Ooh, lovely. Yay.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
quite proud of what I managed to come up with on the fly. Alrighty, so yeah, you're at the avium, and the party has never been more at peace with itself. No inter-party conflict at all. Yeah,
I'm just eating.
Yeah, so Nevermore and Benneck are having lunch. Trish is maybe having lunch somewhere else, eating her mashed potatoes in a different part of the university.
Trish is waiting by the exit.
Wow, okay. Jude and Jordan
I went after Trish, so I don't know where Jordan went.
Jordan went after you.
Okay, so me and Jordan are following Trish.
Trish?
She's next to the exit.
Trish!
Trish?
Oh, hey guys.
Hi. I
face-
called Nevermore an asshole. Someone remind me, what did I call him? I called
An ass.
Nevermore an ass.
Yes. Your
Cookie.
face wasn't making me upset.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate
also,
that.
he is an ass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
You
I'll be fine.
You want a Jerbeen sandwich?
Sure. I don't know what that is, but I'd love one.
Jordan looks a little bit alarmed at first and then goes, okay. You are cuddled by a pair of really quite adorable Jerbeen, just not children. Young adults.
Young adults. We're college age.
Yeah.
This is my new favorite kind of sandwich. Thank you.
Right? I only learned about it like a few days ago.
Your fur's so soft, Jude.
It's because of the spa day.
The spa's so good.
Yeah, I learned what shampoo was.
Oh, yeah, shampoo is good.
No, I used to just clean myself with water. Because I didn't have any soap.
Yeah, no, soap helps.
Dad never went in for soap.
No soap. Or if he did, I have 16 older brothers who all showered or bathed before me.
When they remembered to.
That too.
Oh, God. I'm just realizing how gross your childhood probably was. Like, traumatic, but also smelly.
Yeah.
Very. Hey, Trish, do you have brothers and sisters?
Oh, no, I'm an only child.
Wow,
Just me.
What's that like?
Lonely sometimes.
Being
not
one
so
of
bad.
17 can also be lonely.
Yeah, I got locked in a closet a lot.
And for other reasons.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't know which I would have preferred. I
Maybe
suppose with
like-
our parents, probably the way we had it was better.
Maybe like less siblings? Like 2?
Do you get on with your parents?
I do, yeah.
Oh,
My parents are great.
Oh, Jordan, her parents are so nice.
What's that like?
I don't know. They hugged us and they gave mashed potatoes and they were lovely.
Huh.
It's
Jordan
like
is-
Trish is lovely.
Jordan is, yeah. Jordan will go, that checks out.
Maybe we should stop being a Jerbeen sandwich now. I let go.
Trish, you want freedom?
Maybe. It'd be nice to feel my limbs again. You're kind of cutting off the circulation.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Thanks,
Oh,
guys.
You're welcome.
So yeah, that was pretty awkward where everybody just kind of stormed off there.
Yeah. One at a time, too. Like,
Yeah, I don't get it. I swear, honestly, sometimes I just can't seem to say the right thing to these people. It's like I'm communicating with apes or something.
I mean, I'm glad they weren't there to hear that.
Why? What was wrong with that?
You're calling them apes. I'm sure they won't take it as a compliment, if nothing else.
I suppose it wasn't a compliment. Maybe that was the problem.
Maybe. I mean, I don't
Look,
get along with...
I'm working on it. I feel like
Right.
since I've met these two incredible individuals,
Okay.
that who I am and how I comport myself is much different from how I used to be. Well, I mean, there's still times where I slip up again. But, yeah, I don't know. They've changed me. Probably for the better.
Yes.
I'll apologize to Trish. I don't know why, but I will.
Are you just talking about the whole reason why you should apologize? I thought that was the whole
No,
thing.
I mean, look, I haven't learned anything about what happened. Benneck. I've learned nothing. Look, there's only so much I can fit into my mind. My head's a little bit fuzzy with the whole having somebody else in there. Unfortunately, stolen
Yeah, it must
some of
suck
my.
having a woman in your eye socket.
Oh,
Yes.
can you make an Arcana check, please, Nevermore?
Sure.
Oh,
17.
Raiders.
Ayo.
Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Dreaded GM and fellow Raiders. Thank you so much for joining us. A pleasure to see you, Ardana. And who else have we got? Tales of Pesh. Welcome, Lynx Mima.
Hello, Raiders!
Thank you so much for
Welcome.
joining us. We are just at the beginning. Hi, Alician. Yes, lovely to have you. Welcome to the Wood. It's a pleasure to see you all. The Penguin Guru, love that name. That's marvelous. Nicole Standing, thank you so much for joining us. Yes, thank you so much. It is a gosh darn pleasure to have you, dear friends. Exactly. Well, we have just begun our adventures in Humblewood. We are dealing with some minor interpersonal conflicts right now. We just subjected Trish to a Jerbeen sandwich. It's actually much nicer and less tasty than you'd think. It's really just a double cuddle. It was pretty cute. And now Nevermore has decided, well, I reckon either way, Benneck, you'd probably enjoy a Jerbeen sandwich, but it'd be very different. Oh dear. And Benneck is a vulture, just FYI. And Nevermore appears to have maybe learned something, but not really learned anything. Okay, so that's you all caught up. We have only just begun.
Are you almost done there, Benneck, or
Like eating?
yes, we should probably get ready to go.
You're pounding your offal.
I can't just stop eating. I could eat like forever.
Oh, wow.
Okay, wait, 1 moment.
What?
You could eat forever.
Like
What kind of
snacking.
quantity are we talking? Okay. All right. It's not like you could just literally continually eat.
no.
Yeah, good. All right. I don't even know why that occurred to me. Feeling strange.
Look, man,
Right.
weird stuff's been happening, so I get how you might be like, oh, does this guy have big eating powers? Maybe that's just how it is nowadays. So I get it.
Yeah. It could be anything. Anyway, look, let's go down there, and I guess we're going to go get dirty in a mine. By the way, I'm 100% not using the pickaxe to mine anything.
I mean, Jude's probably the one using the pickaxe because she's the
Oh,
strongest.
you're right. Exactly. I wouldn't be able to get anything out of the stone anyway. At least that's what I'll say. Thank you for the good idea, Benneck. All right.
You know how, wait,
what?
you know how, I think it was the Dean. The Dean said that, magic shit, terrible near Halbasite.
Yes.
And I don't know if your person celestial thingy would, being close to one might ruin stuff.
Nevermore. On the note of your Arcana check, you got the sensation like she didn't say anything to you, but you can, because you're sharing a brain with Iralath, you can sense her thoughts when you try to. You got the very distinct impression that she doesn't like being blamed for you not being able to do shit that you totally could do. She's like, your brain
my
is
head's
plenty.
fuzzy.
You got the
Whatever.
You hear in your head,
You're getting
very
blamed.
grumpy about it. It's like, don't blame me for you not being able to think of shit, dickhead. But from the 17, you also get the she actually chimes in on that one and says, your friend raises a good point, but it's not that kind of magic. I believe it is about conductivity, so don't shoot anything at it.
Got it. Yes, I should be okay, Benneck.
All right.
Yes. Look, I'm looking forward to getting out of here again, I guess. So we should probably be on our way.
Alrighty.
You should apologize
Right.
soon, though.
Say again?
You should apologize.
Oh no! As soon as I
soon.
see them, I'll apologize. I've already got it all scripted out in my head.
That concerns me, but very well. And I just like eat the rest of my offal.
Cool. Benneck pounds is awful. And Nevermore knows exactly what he's going to say. You head down. They're waiting. You guys are waiting at the gates. Jordan says his goodbyes. I'm not going to roleplay it because we don't have another 15 minutes to lose.
Hi, Jordan. I hope I meet your girlfriend next time.
Good seeing you, Jordan.
Yeah. he gives you the he's like, bye, Jude, and hugs Jude, like, properly. But like, it very much of like opens his arms up like a, yes, we did the double, so the single should be okay, right? I mean, he'll hug Rachel, he'll hug Trish as well, but it was really, that was intended to be a Jude thing. But he was like,
he's getting another one. Fuck it.
He's checking if Jude is okay with one-on-one hugs.
Jude hugs him in.
Cool. And he's like, yeah, I'll see if Mary wants to. I mean, I know she wants to meet you.
She does?
Yeah.
I'm not role-playing this, Josh. Go away. Goodbye, Jordan.
No, fuck it. It's fun. I love it.
Oh no!
And they are still trying to extricate themselves from a conversation with Jordan when Nevermore and Benneck show up. Benneck's beak still a bit like covered in offal.
Yeah, I do the lick. It's really sinister looking.
I'm gonna walk up to Trish, and I'm just gonna crouch down so my head's kind of close to Trish's, and I'm just gonna say, I'm a real asshole, and I'm sorry, Trish. Thank you for giving me a bit of patience.
What are you sorry for, Nevermore?
I'm sorry for making the situation about me when it was about you.
Close.
Close.
Close. Are we ready to leave?
Oh,
Yeah, I guess so. I suppose so. Close. Wait, how am I only close? No,
I don't know.
actually,
You're
you know
smart.
what?
You figure it out.
You know what? You're right. You're right. That was a good time to tap out. I'm going to yes. Step back. Let's go mining. Yeah. Woo.
All right.
Okay.
Ready?
You're not even gonna mine anything.
Well, I'm not, but let's collectively go.
Why not? We got 4 pickaxes.
You do have 4 pickaxes. Pickaxes. Yes.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, plural, Josh.
Jordan came back with them just in case.
We will 100% have 4 pickaxes by the time we get to the location.
All right. You go on a journey. The journey to the mine is about 2 days on foot. The woods
I dropped my pickaxe at some point, by the way.
Very well. Thick and tangled, the woods are. More than once, you have to dodge interactions with large predators, but for the most part, you are not bothered.
I pick up Nevermore's axe every time he drops it.
Yeah. I'm happy to make this an opposed skill check. Nevermore,
look, okay, so honestly,
you want to roll sleight of hand or deception?
I'm going to walk
losing
one moment, call of nature, and I'm just going to walk away just behind a tree. And then I'm just going to sneak it off my back and just rest it against the tree. And then I'll come back and be like, let's go. And then I'll continue walking. That's my first attempt. What, sleight of hand or what?
Yeah.
Against my insight?
15.
Against your perception or insight.
Perception.
22. Jude is now on the lookout for this. Nevermore.
Hey, Nevermore, you left your Pixie's axes.
Oh, good lord! Sorry, I put it against the tree while I was going to the toilet.
So, yeah, I'm gonna just say that Jude may wind up carrying it, but there is definitely still 4 pickaxes, and when you get there, where you're going. Okay, it's about a 2-day walk, but this is the first time the 4 of you have actually traveled any significant distance together. is worthy to note. Marching order? Because you don't have your rear
if no
guard
one
now.
says first, I'll go first.
I'll go
Okay.
second because I'm gonna go second.
You're
But if
used to
any-
being, yeah.
Yeah, but if anybody else shotguns, then I'll defer.
I will go last to keep an eye on Nevermore's pickaxe.
Yeah, all right. Cool. Okay. Does
I've made
anyone...
I've made note of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cool. Does anyone want to do anything, say anything, be anything? Any conversations of meaning or note happen? There is a thing. I'm going to get everybody to roll a particular check. Trish, perception, please.
Okay.
Benneck, can I get nature or perception, whichever you want?
Okay.
Jude, a religion check, please.
Ooh.
And Nevermore and Arcana, you would have advantage on this one.
I have -2 in religion. for
Wow.
Paladin.
Jude, you would actually have advantage as well.
Ooh. 13.
13. Nevermore gets a 25.
I
Nat
see.
20. Oh, heck yeah. Cool. Alrighty. Trish, towards the end of the first day's march, you notice a stand of Hathrasil bushes. These are extremely rare and highly prized, both by the Amaranthine of Mapatches and by Mapatch generally. Hath
wow.
is the name of the Amaranthine of Mapatches. The branches are extremely strong, but very, very flexible. And the thorns have a silvery metallic luster to them. What happens is these bushes can, to a certain extent, incorporate metal into their bodies. So they grow in in ground that is rich in iron ore, and they actually have a fairly high iron content in their branches and particularly in their thorns. The thorns actually will look full-size thorns actually look like arrowheads and can be used for them.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is
Literally
the bush
grow
stuff
on the
kind of like
trees.
steel wool? Is the consistency almost like steel
Not
wool,
quite,
or the
but
leaves,
but a decent sized branch, is also extremely strong, but also very flexible. They are extremely useful for scrounge crafting. And so within Mapatch communities, are very, very valuable, owing to the flexibility of the wood and the metallic nature of the thorns. Killing them is also considered extremely bad luck. So these are not. It's also very, very difficult to cultivate them. They just have to sort of grow wild, and they'll only grow wild in very specific places. So if you want to, you can harvest some of this. I have introduced the harvesting rules to this world from Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunting, and we've already utilized them over on Corsair's Cove. You will be doing this solo, so you can either make an Arcana check or an Arcana check with Dexterity. I believe if you're proficient in Arcana, you get to add your proficiency bonus to your Dexterity. One way or the other. So it's either an Arcana Intelligence or an Arcana Dexterity check. I believe you probably wanted to use your Dex rather than your Int.
Yeah, I'm much better with Dex.
Are you proficient with Arcana?
No.
No,
So
in
just
which
roll
case just make a
Dex.
straight Dexterity check.
Right.
And before you do that, tell me, so a branch that you basically, this is to determine how much you can get before you run the risk of killing the tree. So a branch has, because this is new to you, I will tell you the DCs and the way it works. A branch is a DC 10 and a mature thorn is a DC 5. Your check is the amount of stuff you can get before you kill the plant or run the risk of killing the plant.
Okay.
So you can tell me in what order you try and harvest things, and you can have up to the amount you manage to roll.
Right.
So if you said, for example, I'll have a thorn and a branch, that's 15. And if you manage to get 12, you'll just get a thorn.
Okay.
If you, however, manage to get 17, you'll get a thorn and a branch. That sort of deal.
I'm gonna go for a thorn, then a branch, alternating until I run out.
Sure. Very well. That's a save, not a check.
My bad.
You're
That's
proficient
all right.
with saves.
Okay.
I will take the number, though, and just minus, I think, 3 off it, or 2 off it. Because it's 14 minus 3, so 18. Still pretty good. So you get a branch and a thorn.
Okay. Great. And I also say to the group, these plants tend to grow where there's a lot of metal in the environment, so we might be getting close.
Yeah, you have a...
of course, yes, because we're going to a mine. Yes.
Yeah. So you have a Hathrasil thorn and a Hathrasil branch.
Nice.
They are quite valuable items. You know, you'd be able to flog them to a fellow Mapatch for quite a bit of money, or they're extremely useful for making shit. Benneck, what did you get? A 10 on nature. All right. At the first night, the first evening, when you make camp, do you set a watch? The 4 of you take it in turns to have a watch.
That seems smart.
Yeah. Alrighty. During the night, Benneck, when you're on watch, you notice the wind changes. The other 3 are asleep, and a little while later, you catch a familiar scent on the breeze.
Vulnerability.
Fresh meat.
How strong is this scent?
Pretty strong. You would guess your keen instincts would guess it's probably 50, 60 feet away.
I don't think that's not that far. That's not that far.
No,
I start packing things. Because venture.
It's like
fine.
20 meters away.
Yeah, this close. Just like enough to hunt the thing, maybe. If it's still alive.
It's dead. You can smell it.
I smell the death. Delicious. I go over.
Okay. Yeah. You don't alert anybody else, you just go on your own?
It's 20
I mean, you're
meters.
not going out of sight of the fire, really.
No, if I am, yes, but no.
Yeah. There is a corpse nearby. It is a youngish Jerbeen man. He is dressed in normal garb and has been clearly... No, he's not overweight. He doesn't have a dad bod either, AJ. He is dressed in normal garb and he has clearly been badly mauled by something.
Has he been taken out of? As in, like, has the thing that mauled him, like, actually, like, started eating this thing?
No, he has not been nommed upon.
Okay. Do I see the trail of the would-be killer?
Make a survival check. Yes.
Ah, damn it.
I adored the fact that you guys were making jokes about a Jerbeen sandwich when I knew this was coming.
I'm glad I didn't wake them up, because, boy.
Yeah. Survival check. Look,
Fine.
you don't find the... it's pretty obvious. You can, even in the dark, you can determine his footprints. You don't see any footprints of anything that pursued him, but from the look of the footprints, you would guess he was running. And got away from whatever it was that attacked him.
That wasn't enough.
Hey?
But it wasn't enough.
He was mortally injured, but did manage to escape. And whatever it was that attacked him, and you would know that these woods have got like forest prowlers and so forth in them. They're like some fairly in fact, you're coming into the mountains now, where there is a bigger version of a forest prowler, which is essentially like it's like a mountain lion, but with rocks in its shoulders and neck. Like it's got bits of actual mineral in it. I forget the name, but it's definitely a thing in the Humblewood.
And are these forest prowlers? Do they have the same skill set as me? Do we clean the forest?
Hugely territorial, not particularly into carrion. They prefer to hunt fresh food.
Okay. What is the chances of?
You would guess that this guy's been dead for about, maybe close to a day. The fact that he hasn't been nommed upon means that the forest prowler that killed him wasn't interested in eating him.
Oh. Well, I haven't done this in a while. I just kind of like awkwardly look around. Yeah.
Midnight snack.
I learned from my time in the Humblewood that maybe the good thing is to default to burying people.
You do know that it's not uncommon for sky burials. Which is okay. Sorry, that is it's something they do in mountainous terrain. Nepal, for example.
Yes, because
you cut them open and leave them out there for the animals to have, basically. If the ground is too hard or rocky to dig a grave, they don't bother.
Well, as much as I would like to say for my conscience that I'm about to devour this corpse just because so that it won't attract any like predators while my friends are sleeping, I'm mainly doing it for myself and for my job, yeah.
Sure.
I do it cleanly and just like skip over this scene.
So Benneck pounds this Jerbeen. Yep, delicious. He has... You would probably discover in the process of consumption that he has very little valuable on him. Yeah, just some chap lost in the forest got bit. Alrighty.
It's very solemn the whole time.
Sure.
I'm
yeah.
very respectful for the person this person was, even though I haven't met them.
Yeah, love it. Cool. The following day. Is there any signs that anybody would notice the following day, Benneck, that are you particularly full looking?
Would I smell?
Because he's not a particularly big raptor. Like he wouldn't have been much bigger than the thing you ate.
Can I roll for obvious eating? Because honestly, I'm not sure.
Do you look rotund?
Do a bloat check.
Do a bloated check. They have to like work out the food. What is the bloat check, Josh? Bloated check. Constitution. I'll roll.
Yeah, con save. Con check or con save.
Is this like gluten, but for
11?
No, he is definitely not intolerant. Jerbeen intolerant.
I don't know why I'm offended. I'm like offended as a Jerbeen. I don't know about it yet.
You don't even know.
You're not gonna know about it.
And I don't believe Benneck is going to tell you. So
yeah.
Benneck, I think possibly you look a little bit like full of yourself or full of somebody else. Anyway, but
I do the thing where you like walk slow because you just like.
Yeah. Christmas Eve walk, I call it.
Undo your rope around your waist.
Let it out a couple of notches.
A little bit.
Yeah. Cool. All righty. Thank you. Jude, your religion check. What was that? What did you get? 13. That's all right. That's pretty good. All right. The following day, around lunchtime, Jude, as the group pauses for a break, you get a shiver of recognition. Like you can sense a comforting presence a little bit of a ways away from the group, just through some trees. What do you do? You've gone further. It's not the same thing.
I'm worried that Jerbeen was part of a group of Jerbeens and that he's eaten one of my brothers.
I mean, it sounds like your brothers deserved it.
He got eaten by a savage rock cat.
You're not the only Jerbeens in the world. We've established that.
Gosh, I'm just...
And your brothers are not from the Humblewood either.
I'm nervous. All right. Whew. Back into Jude mind.
Jude mind.
Huh. What? Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
To the toilet, sure.
Oh no, I just feel like a comforting presence nearby. I'm going to go check it out, okay?
Okay.
I'll come with.
You're not hearing music, are you?
No music. Just
Good,
like
that's good. All right.
Actually, Jude, you are hearing music, but it's.
oh no, I am actually hearing music now.
It's just very
No.
light. No, sorry. Let me describe, and then you can. It's very light. It's very very soft. But it's the tune of your Oath of Glory.
The one I wrote? Okay, weird.
Yeah, but very soft and mellow, and at like 1/4 speed.
I think it's my god.
Oh,
Better get
wow.
a check.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Oh no. You go on ahead.
Yeah, I'll stay here with Benneck.
You mind
You
if I
two go on.
come with AJ? Yeah, just in case.
You
AJ.
mean?
Who is
AJ.
AJ?
See
Jude,
what I mean? You've got to change your name.
Yeah.
Jude, I'm coming with you just in case of shenanigans.
Okay. Jude.
Look, I just want it to be known before you even dip into this whole situation. The moment that Jude and Trish step out of like the line of sight, I'm looking around for somewhere to hide my mining. Right. I'm looking
I will
for
find it when I get
leaves.
back.
I'm looking for.
Fine.
You
I'm
do
looking
that.
for. I'm just gonna.
You
like
can
if
make-
there's a
we
cliff,
can
I'm just gonna
remake that.
throw it off a cliff.
There
I
is
just
no
wanna
cliff.
literally-
You're in a small valley, but yeah,
Yeah,
you
under
can
some
definitely
tree
make
roots, I
another
don't know.
sleight of hand to
Sweet.
hide it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Just the whole time,
meticulous.
what are
Dude
you doing?
may be
All right, cool.
distracted when on the
That's-
way back from this. Thank you. That's
All right,
great.
sorry. That's
Nevermore.
go for it.
I really enjoy that. All right, Jude, you had a little bit of ways away from like it's just a stopover point. Basically, you've found a reasonably comfortable place to sit, the four of you, and Jude is heading off to the left into the forest. Trish, are you like next to Jude or behind or following or like what's the
Slightly behind.
okay. Jude, you come through a bush and see sitting on a small log next to a stream about 200 feet away from where your friends were is a Jerbeen. They are wearing shiny silver breastplate and blue pauldrons. They seem about your age, but it is a woman. At her waist is a beautifully made rapier with a golden hilt that has a long red ribbon tied to it. Trish, you can see this person as well. However, they look extremely bright. And whilst you're not, you get a vibe of you are welcome, but stay there, yeah?
Yeah.
Sort of a, yeah.
Hang back.
Yeah.
Is
You're
this me
welcome
from
to
the
watch.
future?
She doesn't look like you.
Hello.
She turns and says, "Hello, Jude. How are you?"
Good. Who are you?
"I am Gaspard."
The mighty Gaspard?
"The same."
Hi.
"How are you?"
I'm good. My brother said you were a boy.
"I can be."
Huh?
"Well, I know that recently you've been feeling a little weird about boys. I wanted you to be comfortable today.
Oh,
The first time we meet is important."
okay. Do we
Oh.
sing together or do we fight together? Like what?
"We can if you like."
Really?
"If you like."
You are the mighty Gaspard. You are a god.
"Not quite,
Oh,
but an amaranthine. Ballpark, same ballpark.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I had something I thought I might offer you.
Oh?
Well, you did a really good job recently with the whole fire and death thing.
Right.
I
Yeah.
was very impressed.
Really?
So-
I just died a lot.
You didn't die. You got knocked out a lot.
Yeah.
But
It's
then
kind
you
of
got
like
back
that.
up.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to be a mighty warrior in your name, but I don't feel like I fight very good, you know?
Well, you have some of my power.
Yeah.
Use that more.
Oh, okay.
You want to be mighty? I'm helping you.
Yeah, spells are hard.
Or just channel it into your fighting.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think you forget to do it a lot.
Do I? I just get so excited, you know, stabbing things and singing.
But Jude, I have a gift for you.
Okay.
I will give you the answer to one question.
No.
As long as I know it.
Oh, no.
I can't tell. I want to be clear. I can't tell the future.
Okay. Oh, no. I do not have a question. What if I ask the wrong? That's not my question.
I am a kind god.
I know. Lord the mighty Gaspard. I've heard about you since the day I was born.
Yes. Your mother should have stayed.
You know my mother? That's also not my question.
I do know your mother.
What?
She is a paladin of mine.
Mama's a paladin?
She went on a mission for me, but I did not mean her to stay away.
Oh.
I think she and your father, I think she didn't want to go back to him.
Yeah.
He was not an easy man to be married to.
He was not an easy father.
No, that's also true, but different. I think he was not an easy man for a paladin of Gaspard to be married to.
Right, yeah. Because of all the fighting and, you know. He was a mighty warrior and said he believed in Gaspard, but then he also did bad things, you know?
He does believe in me.
Yeah.
His relationship with me is complicated.
You have a relationship with my papa?
Well, I have a relationship with almost everyone who worships me. But not, I think, like a partner or a lover.
Oh, okay.
I have, while you're thinking about the question, I thought perhaps because it caused you some distress, the thing in Nevermore's eye, the creature there, the images it gave you, I could take them out if you like. You can keep the knowledge, but lose the images.
No. As much as I don't like it, I think it's also good to know, you know?
I understand. I'm proud of you. I didn't think you'd go for it, but I thought I'd offer.
It's very kind of you, Gaspard. Wow. I'm talking to Gaspard. I just, wow. A question.
Do you like my form?
Yeah, you're really pretty.
Thank you.
I wish
This was made for you.
What?
Well, I tried to think of you said once a while ago, not that long ago, that you wondered if you were interested in girl Jerbeens.
Is this a test?
Sort of.
Wow.
I'm not offering anything. Just see if you like it.
No,
Trying it on for size for you.
I don't know what to say. You're really pretty, but you're also Gaspard. And like, I'm not worthy of that.
Jude,
Yeah?
let the other person decide what you're worthy of. It's good to have your own opinion of that, but not when it's wrong.
Okay.
So, what
Yeah.
question do you have?
Right. Sorry, I got really distracted. First, I thought you were dating my papa, and then you said you
No.
knew mama and that she's a paladin, and then you told me that you're a pretty Jerbeen girl because you thought you could test to see whether I was interested in pretty Jerbeen girls. So now I'm just thinking about that, you know?
Fair.
Right. So,
Here, have a muffin.
muffin from Gaspard.
Would
I'm
your
not
friend
going
like
to
one?
eat this one. I'm going to put it in my muffin bag.
Okay.
What does it taste like? What flavor?
It's a secret. I'm not telling you until you eat
Okay.
it.
I don't want to put it away. It's a gift from Gaspard. Wow. I don't have a question right now. I'm sweating like I'm really nervous.
I tell you what,
Okay.
when you think of a question,
Okay.
eat the muffin. And I'll come and tell you the answer.
Okay. Okay.
And Gaspard offers a hug.
Really?
You did really well, Jude. Go and save your friend.
Okay. She like
And-
hugs Gaspard.
Yeah.
Kind of like squeeze.
How many paladins get to hug their god? Yeah. Jude hugs Gaspard. Trish, you can see most of this. You haven't been able to understand a goddamn word, though.
Fair enough.
Like, you're close enough to have heard it. You've heard Jude's side, but you have not understood anything Gaspard has said. You've heard the words, but it just sounds like running water.
Ah.
Yeah. Not unlike that. In fact, no, what am I talking about? It sounds nothing like that. It sounds nothing like scat at all. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I've always dreamed to meet you,
We'll meet again.
but like in death, you know? Not like now in a forest as a female Jerbeen. It's not like-
Actually, when Gaspard pulls back from the hug, Gaspard looks like a man.
Oh. Is this also part of the test?
No, I'm not trying to be attractive to you. I just
Oh.
thought, seeing as we'd done the test.
Well, I didn't say I wasn't, but now I have comparison, you know, because now you're
If you
I'm-
want to make it part of the test, you can.
okay. I'm going to think on
He's rakish, but a little bit like he's got sort of sexy scarring, like not rugged. I think would be a good way to put him.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go now. I will...
Yeah, Jude, I can tell you for free, you're straight.
Okay.
Pretty sure you're straight.
Yeah. You are a really pretty girl, though.
Thanks.
Like, I will think on it. Okay.
Cool.
I'm going to go now. I will eat the muffin when I have a question.
It was nice meeting you, Jude. And Gaspard disappears.
Oh my god.
Just one specifically, but yeah. Trish, the light fades and yeah.
It was Gaspard. That was Gaspard?
Smart.
Wow. I couldn't understand what they were saying, but they seemed really nice. Body language wise. Oh.
Gaspard is so sweet. I have a muffin, and when I eat the muffin, Gaspard will come back and answer a question. And
oh wow.
Gaspard was really sexy, like both as a female and as a boy, but like the boy version, right? Like with the scars.
Oh yeah, the scars? Yeah.
Wow.
Have I just ruined Jude for any normal, like, mortal Jerbeen cannot measure up to her god?
Jude is gonna abstain. Jude's gonna be a nun. Just for the god.
Fair. Eats the muffin when she wants a god-like booty call.
Wow! I met a god! Trish!
That's amazing. So what did you guys talk about? I could only hear like half the conversation.
Oh, right. So my mama is a paladin.
Oh.
Yeah. And she went on a mission when I was born, and then she didn't come back, but that wasn't Gaspard's fault, you know?
Right.
That was because Papa. And Papa is also in a relationship with Gaspard, but not a sexy one.
Right.
Yeah. And
okay.
And Gaspard was posing as a pretty female Jerbeen to see whether I liked female Jerbeens, you know, because you said I could be interested in lady Jerbeens.
Right.
Wow, Gaspard is so sweet.
Yeah. Wow. So what do you think you're going to ask them?
I don't know. What do you ask a god?
Oh.
No, like anything.
I don't know.
I have to think on it.
Well, there's no rush.
No, I have a muffin. Oh, I hope the muffin doesn't go bad.
Oh, doesn't it stay good in the bag?
Yeah, but not forever. What
That'll
if
be-
we don't think of
That'll
a
be 10
question
silver
for
pieces,
20
Benneck. I
years?
did say, as they returned, that Jude would be talking about muffins. So,
I should not have
10
sugar
silver
on
pieces.
that. Yeah. Here's 10
Nevermore.
silver pieces.
Did you make a sleight of hand check?
I didn't know. Okay, let's just be very clear there. That conversation went on for a while. I would have the moment they disappeared out of sight, Benneck, don't say a thing, all right? Snitches get stitches. And I just turn and leg it off into the trees, and I'm searching for somewhere. I want to just probably run maybe 50 to 80 meters away, find like some nook, just push leaves over it, like throw dirt on it, run back, start prestidigitating myself.
Okay. Very well. Yeah, no, the conversation
So
went for a while. You
yeah,
definitely have
yeah.
time to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. In which case, it's more about whether or not Jude notices, given that, and I'm more.
Jude
wouldn't
does
notice.
not care.
All right,
Alrighty.
let's go. No
Cool.
rest for the wicked.
This
Tell
face
us about- tell us
remains
your-
on Jude's face.
Why are you so happy for? Tell us as we walk, and then.
Okay, I met a god.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. And they're like really good looking.
I mean, I would imagine the Amaranthines actually would be good looking.
Yeah, they are. I have a godly muffin that I can eat, and the god will come back and answer a question for me.
Sorry.
Lord, that's
Cool.
handy.
I'm going
Alrighty.
to devote my life to Gaspard.
You've already
More
done that.
than now, you know?
All right, that evening, Nevermore.
Yeah.
The evening of the second day, as you sit around the campfire watching the embers burn down, you feel as though you can feel Irilath would like to speak to you, but she's not being pushy about it. She's just you get the hey, if you've got a moment.
Plenty of moments, Irilaf. How can I help you?
I've been thinking about your friends and your friend in the plane of fire. And your friend Jude's idea to build him a body?
Well, yes, that was a Jude idea. So don't put too much stock into it. But
Well,
why?
your-
What have you been thinking about?
Well, her siblings seem to think it might work, but I've had another idea. You know, I plan to use the power of the plane of fire to reconstitute a body for my own self.
Well, yes, something along those lines. I didn't know it's involved the plane of fire, but yes.
Well, being on the plane of fire, I'll absorb an awful lot of elemental energy. Possibly enough for me to build a body, certainly enough for me to build a body for your friend.
Oh, so you're saying you can build a body for yourself and a body for Helvig?
No, I'm saying I can do one of them.
Okay, so
The energy I would have would be used to build a body for Helvig. I would have to remain where I am for a time.
Why would you choose to do that when what you want is to be free of my mind?
Because it would help Helvig. It would help you.
And how, like, part of me wants the insight, but at the same time, I just don't think I can insight against
You can.
myself. I can.
You are welcome to.
I'll give it a crack.
You are welcome to. It's whether or not it will work, but you certainly try.
Nah.
She feels completely on the level. You definitely get that this is a truthful answer.
Okay, so
She would help. She's wanting to help Helvig.
that's interesting, and I appreciate the thought. I guess it just depends whether or not it comes down to that being the last option, because obviously it would be better for you to be free of my head.
Agreed.
But I mean, I would hate to deprive Helvig of the opportunity of returning to here. So that's very big of you to offer
It wouldn't
that.
be as hard for me to build him a body as it is for me to build myself one. As a mortal
That's-
being, it would be much easier. Your forms are not as complicated or require as much space.
Well, I'll keep that in mind, and I mean, we'll see if we can find something else. But yes,
But if the other plan doesn't work, I mean, his only other option is possessing somebody else when he comes back.
does it take you a period of time? Do you need to be informed prior, or is it something you can just kind of snap
I can
do
I can
once you've
if I have
gathered
the energy, Yes. Once I have the
Okay.
energy, as long as you precede him back, so we are here when he arrives, I will build something around him as he arrives.
All right.
Unless he has a vessel to arrive in, he'll die.
And then what about you in my head?
I will remain. And she doesn't sound like this is her number one, choice. She says, I will be again weakened, probably back to similar state. It all depends on how much energy I can absorb on the plane of fire. It would actually be, seeing as his alignment to the plane of fire it would be easier for me to build an energy body for him than for me out of that energy. But it would obviously, I would be back to square one and I'd have to rebuild myself again. I can do it any number of times. But yeah, it just means you have to have me here longer.
I will pass this information on to the others as an option, should and when it comes up. But again, I appreciate the offer, and for what it matters, you're welcome to stay up here for as long as need be.
You hear a chuckle. Like, she knows that's like it's gracious of you, but like there's also nothing either of you can really do about it.
Yeah, exactly.
If you wanted her out, you couldn't get her out, and she can't leave unless she's prepared to kill herself without. Yeah, like her leaving at the moment would kill you, one way or the other. So, because she's not strong enough to reconstitute her own body in a way that won't kill you. Yeah, she's like, you're welcome to stay. And she's like, well, it doesn't benefit either of us me not staying. So, yeah.
All right.
Alrighty. Cool.
Night, Jude knows what juice is.
Sorry. Oh.
She figured
Lovely.
it out.
Yeah.
That's
She
what you're
got
gonna
there.
spend the muffin question on. All right.
No. She figured it out
No.
independently of that.
Oh,
Cool.
that's what I mean.
Oh.
Okay.
Are you still sleeping on Trish's tail?
Nope.
Just thinking about the sexy face scars.
Jude thought about Gaspard last night.
Rugged Gaspard or about Girl Gaspard?
Oh,
¿Por qué los dos?
I was gonna say both, but I think Jude is straight. I think Jude is
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah.
Jude is picturing those sexy ass stars on her god.
Fair.
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah.
Like I was like, when I said it, I was like, I don't want to tell AJ how to play her character, but
Like I really
Gaspard
want.
is getting seriously heteronormative
really
vibes off
want
Jude.
Jude to be bi, but like I don't. Maybe maybe a percentage of the dream, like a very small percentage, is the female one.
I
and
mean,
kinda
like it's the
surprising
Kinsey
to
scale.
Jude,
She's
but
she's
not.
probably about like a 3. And like
I'd say like 1 or 2 times Gaspard was female, and Jude was
Yeah.
like, why not?
this is also fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that we've gone into that much deep. We know now. And that knowing is half
Yeah.
the battle.
Knowing
Yeah.
is half the battle.
It's about Gaspard.
Yeah. It's all about the soul. All right. Cool. Well, look, that was a valid way to spend some time. And I think given that we're now going into a different phase of the story, we will take a short break. And we will refresh ourselves and be back ready and raring to go. And thank you so much for hanging, guys. A 3. I thought it was on a 7 rhythm. No, so it'd be like a 2. I thought it was like a alrighty. Either way. Yeah, we'll be back soon. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Well, farewell. We'll be-
Go. Avast and ahoy and g'day once again to ye mateys. We be back in the Humblewood. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, we just had a quick break and we are back to see what shenanigans this group of raggedy muffins get into next. Yeah, the AJ, Jude, I would like to specify that muffin will never go bad.
Oh my
It's a god muffin.
It's a
Why
god
would it go
muffin.
off?
I have a holy muffin.
And that god is a god muffin too.
Slice of cake.
A bit of a
I
god
tell you
muffin.
what.
I imagine him, and you can take or leave this, as the male form is like Wolverine, sort of X-Men 2 or 3 era huge jacked man, but a mouse.
I see it. And
Yeah?
I'm for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh boy,
Without the sideburns.
Yeah. Yeah.
this is
Oh,
mouse.
No
Oh,
beard.
what a
but
wet
yeah.
stream.
He was Mitch's face.
All right, sorry, distracting. Go ahead.
Excellent. Okay. Let's. Wow. You are approaching the area the mine was supposed to be located in. The ground is rising as you enter the foothills of the crest, which are the mountains to the northeast of Alderheart.
Hey, drama.
Fair. Valid. How
I
would
do the
you
same, but
Yeah.
Power Ranger transformation.
Do you like your laser knife? You blow into the hilts.
Yep, and it's just like the glass armor.
A huge mecha dinosaur. No. The trees are turning to spruce and pine from the deciduous varieties at lower elevations. How would you be traveling? You've just mage armored up, those of you that can. Would you still same?
Oh,
There's the
we
West.
got another raid.
Another raid. Guys, thank you so much for the raid, nerds. Pleasure to have you. Pew, 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 pew. Finger guns in chat. Guys, pleasure to have you. Thanks very much for the raid. With some raid emotes and some finger guns.
Is this the point where we're meant to be like stealthy so we don't get attacked by things?
Look, I'm not telling you what to do. Make me
think-
perception checks.
I
That's what
think-
I'm telling you to do.
Jude has a pep in her step and is a little distracted.
That's fine.
Cool, that's
We'll
fair.
make it work.
In which case, Jude, I might say you actually have this perception check at disadvantage because you're still thinking about
Look.
huge
makes
jacked Jerbeen. Huge
jacked
Hugh-
Jerbeen god who gave me a
Hugh
muffin. Like,
Jack Bean.
oh, yeah,
Hugh Jack Bean?
no, absolutely not. Just Gaspard.
Just Gaspard.
Gaspard's perfect as he is. Let's just
Yes. Nerds of the West. Jude met her deity. The paladin met her deity
And he's hot.
yesterday, and
Oh no, he's hot.
huge Jack Bean. Yeah. I like it. I like that, Shanahouse. Thank you. Cool. So perception checks. Benneck. Trish did pretty good. A 4 from Nevermore. Nevermore is thinking about how glad he is that he's managed to dispose of his pickaxe and no one seems to have noticed. Benneck, okay.
I'm on
Benneck,
the hunt now.
you and Trish. Benneck, actually, you know what it actually is, just Benneck. But you're up the front as well, Benneck, so that's pretty useful. Trish is coming just behind you, and Benneck, you're like an arm shoots out just as Trish goes to walk past you at one point, and you indicate in the floor there is a pit trap. It's really well made. It is
Damn.
covered in leaves and like small branches and stuff. Trish would have fallen into it. Actually, she wouldn't have noticed it.
I just was so like,
it's not wide, but it's there. You're in a fairly narrow trail, winding like you're in the mountains now. So you're walking around like a narrow ledge. It's only about 10 feet wide, and it narrows to a point where this pit trap basically forces everything going through there to go around it, or to go over it. You have to know it's there to be able to avoid it. But you do know it's there. What do you do?
there's a pit trap. Really good. Really good one. Right in front.
As soon as you are aware of it, Trish, you can tell it is excellent. This was made by a skilled hunter.
Okay.
And the problem here was
Sarah.
bandits, right? So probably them.
Could be.
All
All right.
as much as I want
Pilot,
to
I
set it
guess.
off, I kind of just want to mark it.
Well, here's
Yeah.
an idea. What's the time at the moment? Looking up at the sky, God.
Mid-afternoon? No, early afternoon.
Early afternoon. Here's a thought. If it's a trap, potentially we could trigger the trap and then lie in ambush and wait for those who come to check the trap so we can trap those trappers, forming a trapezoid.
Yeah,
Of trapping.
we could do that.
Yeah, Benneck, from your 22, I will also let you know it's difficult to say whether or not this was designed to get people. Like pit traps are used to catch animals as well. It's large enough that you could get a deer or a similar sized animal. And where the pathway that you're following down is an animal run. So there are lots of natural paths in the forest where animals, larger animals particularly, frequent, just because they've been well used. It's easier to travel along them. So there are natural places for hunters to place traps. It could be for people, but there are so many different ways to approach. It might just be hunters. It's almost impossible to tell. It's a pit trap. It's lined with spikes. It is designed to kill whatever falls in it.
It might
or at
just
least
be
injure
for
it.
animals, but it's dangerous to us. It might not be ill intent.
Let's just, I guess, be aware of where it is so we don't back into it later.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
mark the
Perfect
trees
memory.
around it so that we can see them. Like,
Yes.
carve something into the bark.
I start like using my daggers to
Oh, shit. Do you know what I've just realized?
Well,
What?
I don't have my pickaxe.
What?
Where the hell is it?
What did you do with your pickaxe?
I start looking on my...
I just facepalm.
Where could have I put it?
Nevermore, make a deception check. I won't know, and I'm getting Mitch to do this. The others can choose whether or not they make insight checks to determine whether or not he's lying.
I know.
I'm inciting.
Shit.
21. Trish, you think it may have actually slipped his mind.
Perfect memory. That's bullshit.
I did such a good job collecting it for you those other times.
Damn it. Oh, I just
You can
kind of
have
hold
mine.
my head. I just hold my head. No, it's fine, Benneck. I wouldn't deprive you.
Well, we
Oh.
still have 3 and we have a lot of rock to collect, so we can just take turns.
Trish, however, from that insight roll, I will
You're
point
right.
out that you're
Three of you
heading
can
to an
take turns,
abandoned
correct.
mine. There's
Probably
probably
more there.
pickaxes there.
Also that. Listen, let's deal with the pickaxe issue when we get to needing it.
Of course, you're right. Sorry, Trish, for interrupting. I just, I'd hate to keep that from you. Anyway.
I also want to highlight what Rhythm of the Mind said in chat. Wolverine. Well played. Cool. Alrighty. So you are marking one of the trees or something so that you don't fall into the trap on the way back.
Yes.
Very well.
Mhm.
Cool. Heading on your way, but presumably keeping your eyes a bit more peeled, you
Yep.
continue further on. So another perception check, please. Would Jude have focused up a little bit? No? No? Okay. Oh, Nevermore. This one is Nevermore. Spots this one. Trish would also spot it. Oh, actually, all 3 of you would. Jude, not so much. Jude's still a little bit distracted. Nat one,
It is
actually.
coming
On the
to herself her oath of glory.
Yeah. From the back of the group. Unless, have you changed the marching order, Jude, or are you still at the back?
I would have said Jude would be at the front, but I don't know if anyone would have let Jude be at the front at this point.
I would say no, just to be like, you might fall into the trap.
Running her hands through like flowers when she sees them.
Yeah.
All smitten.
Okay. Benneck and Nevermore, you both spot at the same time, and Trish like a second later. Concealed well in a pile of leaves is a rope, which, when trodden in, and Jude very nearly treads in it, will tighten and hoist the unfortunate victim high into the air. You all also got high enough to notice the small bell attached to said rope.
The traps everywhere.
Oh wow!
That was close. Do you think the bell signifies that we might be close, given that having a bell on there might be pointless otherwise?
Benneck and Trish, you would know, given your sort of area of expertise is trappers, hunters. It's not uncommon to put bells on any sprung traps of this type, because the animal would be still alive. And when it's in the air, if it's struggling, the bell keeps going. So it's really just you go and check your traps every couple of days, and if you hear the jingling, then you go check that one. Doesn't necessarily mean you're close to where you're aiming to get.
It.
Here's a thought. If whoever's setting these traps is nearby, they will hear it if this bell goes off. Now, either we continue to avoid these people and we don't know if they're bandits out to get us or just hunters, or we could set a trap of our own, hide, set off the bell, see if they show up, and then we find out if they're hunters or bandits.
Do you want me to step in the rope and then when they get near to me, I can stab them?
Maybe not. Not the best vantage point for stabbing.
I'm really good at playing dead.
I bet you are, but I don't think it's necessary.
Okay.
Do we want to meet these people and figure out, or do we want to just keep dodging traps?
It's kind of why we're here. We're not going to get all the way into the mine, are we? Without seeing these bandits.
They could just be hunters. We still don't know.
I don't want to like ruin. I guess if it's only one trap, it's
Trish,
fine.
make a history check, please.
History check, all right.
I don't want to
They
ruin.
either see us outside of the mine or they hear us inside of the mine.
Trish, you would recall that these sort of tactics were used by the bandits in the early days around their hideouts, wearing down their hunters and providing warning of their approach, plus the occasional game as well, as in like animal game. So yeah, it was great for hunting and trapping because it provided extra food, but also it did slow down and provide warning of approach of, back when they were like bandits, not the bandit coalition.
And do these traps look like they've been there for a while, or do they look maintained?
Well, the whole point of traps is that they don't look at all until you spot them. But yeah, these sort of things don't tend to last very long.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if the whole point is that they're put in places where they'll catch things. So if it doesn't get, like, it's unusual for them to be sprung, for them to not be sprung on the semi-regular.
So let's just clarify. We want to catch the people, the individuals responsible for setting up this trap, and question them. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
I guess. Sure.
Unless we want to take a third option and just be extremely sneaky and not run into anybody. But that's risky because there's probably going to be more traps. Back in the day, this was a very common bandit tactic near hideouts. So it's possible we're near a bandit hideout.
How do you know about bandit hideouts?
Because I used to be one.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Oh, shit,
Sorry.
you were? What?
Oh, yes. That's
Yes, Benneck.
not a part of my life
Trish
that I'm proud
used
of.
to be a bandit, bandit.
Wow.
Mhm.
SCUM, scum.
So do you want me to step in the rope?
No, I don't think you're stepping in the rope, Jude.
Trish pushes Nevermore into rope.
I think the decision is: do we want to meet him now or later?
Let's meet them now.
Yep.
And
Okay.
if you think about it, meeting them now means that we might meet less. Whereas if we meet them later, all of them could be in the same spot at once. And look, we're not going to be stealthy in this mine because the three of you with your pickaxes are going to have to mine this halversite.
And you
we
as
can't
well.
we can't necessarily we can't necessarily do that stealthily. So, I mean, we have to kind of announce our presence with that alone.
If we use Gaspard's war tactics, if we bring a small amount of them out now, then that's easy if we get into a fight. But if we go further in and we have to fight more of them, that's worse.
Sure.
Well done, Jude. Well
Thank you.
done.
So I'm going to step in the rope.
Don't step in the rope. Don't step in the rope. I think we should all find hiding places around this area. One of you guys knows the make things move from a distance spell, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah,
when they
Nevermore,
see that there's nothing in the rope, they're going to be suspicious.
Fair.
No,
If
not
it's-
necessarily. Sometimes the thing can get free of the rope if it's not perfectly made. Traps go off and then the thing, sometimes another predator will come and eat it.
I can trigger the rope. Yes.
Great. Point is, they'll show up and they'll either be like, oh, where's our food? Or they'll give off bandit vibes, hopefully. We'll get information either way.
I mean, yeah, and information's always good. All right, cool.
All right.
And I just start walking to a tree and
Cool.
like bow at the ready, just like time to hunt.
All right,
Jude,
I'm
can
gonna.
you just nudge that rope first with your foot?
Can I climb the tree that the rope is on? So if they come down and we
Damn it.
get into fights, I can jump on them?
You can
Sure.
do that.
I'd like to climb the tree.
Very well. Make an athletics check, Jude.
Okay.
Trish, what do you do?
I'm gonna hide in a bush, sort of opposite from where Benneck is, so we can pincer him.
Crossfire. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Nevermore.
I
You
will
climb it really well.
All I have is prestidigitation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prop a stick up in the dirt beside the rope, and then I'm going to be 10 feet away. I'm going to prestidigitate a breeze to blow the stick onto the trap to trigger the trap.
Very well.
Unless you have
Nevermore.
mage hand do.
Hold
Benneck.
on, can't you just like ritual cast unseen servant like you do most of the time?
But that's
and
10 minutes.
They're not gonna be here in 10 minutes. The whole point is we're gonna call them here with the bell. If
Yes,
they
but
do
it'll
come
take
here
me-
in 10 minutes, we kill them. Or
No,
not.
it would
Information.
It would take me 10 minutes to set up the unseen servant spell as a ritual, whereas I can literally just prop this stick up and blow on it.
Sure.
Nevermore, can you make me a dex save, please?
Sure.
Oh, no. All right. Yeah, as you bend to this task,
Yeah.
you hear a creaking sound coming, and you stand up, look around behind you. Jude, from your vantage point in the tree, you can see this enormous log is penduluming down towards Nevermore. Yeah, you spotted one trap, but not the other. This is the trap that is designed for the people who are coming to sabotage the trap that you found.
Might throw one of my daggers and try and separate the rope that the log is attached to.
You may try to do that, yes.
That's like
Omi,
sniper shit.
Omi, Small Town
That's like
Creepy,
a
and Shanahus.
1920 right
Can
there.
you all please roll me Roll space 8 in chat. Omi,
It's not
Shanahas.
3d8. No.
It is 3d8.
No.
7.
Jude, you are making a ranged dagger attack?
Yes. Give me a second.
Roll a 20.
7.
Oh,
good.
creepy.
I'm actually going to throw a short sword. Can I do that?
Roll again.
A 1 from Omi.
Good, Omi.
Oh, short swords aren't really thrown weapons, but yeah, you can make the attack. You can certainly try. No, Omi, that 1 is good. That's the damage.
Yeah,
you roll.
1's good. Yes,
7 is
Shanna,
not
thanks.
ideal.
Thanks, Shanna.
So what we need one more is small town creepy. Can you do it
Yeah,
again?
after the cooldown.
Didn't
Yeah.
cool down. Just a sword attack, Jude.
Yeah. I was just seeing what I could do. 13.
Yes.
Yes.
16. Nevermore. A short sword comes flying past your head, causing you to duck just as this massive log just pendulums straight into your chest and sends you flying. You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage, and you catapult about 20 feet away into a bush.
Oh, my mining shoulder. Oh. Oh.
I think about shooting Nevermore, but then I don't.
Help me.
You just see this wing coming out of a bush. Nevermore's feet and one wing are sticking out. The bell is now jingling in the breeze.
Oh, that sucked.
Okay, well, we wait now. That's the whole the plan.
I need to hear. I'm gonna start peering through my inventory. I'm gonna grab a potion of healing
Very well.
and just
Did we
clock
grab
that
any
quickly.
potions of healing before we left?
I had a bunch. I've had three potions of healing
I
and
have one more potion.
2
of
graders.
healing.
So.
I, in classic AJ fashion, do not remember how many I have.
I'm pretty confident you don't have any.
Good,
Yeah, I don't think you and I have any left.
That makes sense.
I think they've all been taken from you, used on you, and then
Yep.
I seem to recall Trish emptying out Jude's bag, taking the potions she finds there, and a whole bunch of muffins, and just pouring one down your throat, and then keeping the others because she's going to have to use them on you in the future.
Yeah, I don't think I have any anymore.
Yeah.
Also, for the record, I don't think I should have any ever. I think other
Nice.
people will always administer them to me. So
Yeah. I mean, if he asked, Jude could just cure wounds or whatever.
Oh. Oh.
what is that on the wind? Who said that?
Gaspard, this is Gaspard speaking. It's been a while.
You all saw that, right? Oh.
Rather than burning expendables, you could just use one of your many spell slots.
Yes. I will cast Cure Wounds on.
No. He's already rolled the number.
No, I'm fine.
Then he's fine.
All right.
Just
Cool.
this real horrible twinge right on the back. Right here.
Okay. So yeah, you have to wait maybe a couple of hours, which I presume you do in relative silence, except Nevermore.
2 hours of whinging.
Make
Fuck.
a stealth check with advantage, everybody.
You have to make a wisdom
Jude,
saving
yours is
throw,
a
it's not cheating.
straight. Yours is straight. Not with advantage, but not disadvantage. 30.
I'm in a tree.
Fucking invisible.
Does being
Rest of you, it doesn't hinder your ability, but it doesn't. I'm not going to give you double advantage.
no worries.
I'd
Yeah.
like to think that I roll low because I'm also like, shut up, Nevermore.
Wow. So a 12, a 10, a 10, and a 30. I'm gonna say. Oh, I don't actually think. Yeah. You guys see in the distance it's a hedge armed with a bow. Comes out looking pretty. He looks like he's moving quietly, moving stealthily. Sees that the trap has gone off. Sees that the log trap has gone off. Looks around for bodies, and then walks backwards. Are you gonna?
No.
And then slowly backs away the way he came.
Psst. Hey. Listen. It's me. I'm at a tree.
He is not close enough to hear whispering.
Hey!
He would have gone, like he's backing away.
I'm in a tree.
Yeah, he is actively ignoring you, Jude, and leaves.
Okay, well, they don't want to talk.
Where,
I think we got our answer.
Yeah. Oh.
Guy was not dressed in... He looked like a hunter. As much as, like, you know, Jerbeen... sorry, not Jerbeen. Hedge don't wear armor.
Got Jerbeen on your brain?
Yeah, Hedge don't wear armor. Yep.
You know, Hedge don't wear armor. But yeah, he was dressed and moving as a hunter would. Insofar as, you know, you want to make broad generalizations about people. Bandits don't have uniforms, but...
Get down from the tree.
Yeah. He never got within 60 feet. Like, I want to be clear. So whether or not, Jude, he didn't hear you or he was ignoring you, well, by the time he was backing away and it was clear that he was a fair way away from you, so you would have had to like properly like, hey, like actually shout.
Okay.
Did you?
I'm gonna say yeah. Especially if I saw him backing away, I would have been like,
yeah, sure. He did not respond or
Trish, what does this mean?
Okay. That guy, I'm not sure whether he was a hunter or a bandit, but I think there are definitely bandits around because A, he was avoiding you even though he knew you were there, so maybe he thought you were a bandit. And
right?
B, this log trap screams bandit, because why would you want to catch meat and then pulverize it? That makes no sense. Who traps a trap?
Exactly.
So there are bandits afoot, definitely.
Trish, you would also know from your knowledge of traps, this log traps are not used to hunt. And the rule of thumb with deadfall, which is what it is a log, the dead log, is roughly 5 to 10 times the weight of the thing you're hunting. This was designed for a person.
Yeah.
A person-sized animal.
This is a person trap for sure. This is definitely bandit work. So they're around.
Joy.
What do we do then?
Well, I mean, it means we're close to where we're supposed to be going, right?
Not if we can do anything. We should just go to the mine.
Do we go to the mine or do we call them to us? Like start a music jam session, you know? And like be like, we're friendly. Come hang out with us. Make a bonfire. I can play my ocarina. Benneck, you can whack bones against the tree like a beat.
I guess I can do that. Don't have any.
You don't have any bones on you? What could
I can play the viol. I haven't done that in a while.
Do you have one on you?
No.
Well, then...
It's a bit of a weird offer, isn't it?
I'm just
You
calling
can
my
mime
skills.
the viol with your mouth, like a cappella.
The way I
So-
see it, we have two options. We can either keep going with the knowledge that there's bandits around and being on high alert, or we can follow that guy and see if he's going to a bandit hideout or to a nice cabin. And if he's going to a bandit hideout, then at least we know where he is. But that's a big detour.
I feel like the follow that guy boat has sailed, given
I mean,
that
he's gone 2 minutes ago.
Do you think we can track somebody like that? Well, we'll give it a crack.
Do we want to?
In
I mean,
the terrain
it
you're in,
will
you
at
could
least-
definitely
yeah.
track him.
It will at least bring us back towards where we're supposed to be going, right? So
You were
otherwise
also
we'll just
given
have to
reasonably-
try
you
and
were
find
given-
it. Yeah.
You were given pretty clear instructions about where you were going. Like there were maps and so forth for this. He went in the direction you are aiming to go.
Yes. I think you can be right,
The
Trish.
data
Let's go.
slot.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if he is a bandit, then he's just going to tell the other bandits that we're here, and that's not good.
Yeah.
Oh, my shoulder's really sore.
All right, I think we should
No.
follow that guy stealthily.
Okay, so no to the bonfire party.
No, we don't want to be seen.
But we want to say we're friendly. Do we? No.
We do, but we want to say that on our terms. Learn as much as we can before we let them know we're here.
So we stealth, and then we go boo, and then we say, but don't be scared, we're friendly.
We stealth and then we eavesdrop to learn whether these people are friendly or not.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank God you're here, Trish.
Thanks. Let's go.
All right.
Was that a
Stealth
compliment?
checks. Stealth checks. Let's move past it. Stealth checks.
Shut up, Benneck. You didn't hear anything.
Oh,
Oh, a 7.
Oh, that's much worse. Trish 14, Benneck 22. The average is still better. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Do I smell independence in the air?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, look, even with Jude clanking along, rapier bashing against breastplate, you are quite a bit stealthier this time. So yeah, you make your way up. One more perception check, please. The tree line, the trees are getting a little bit sparser now. Oof. Where are these before?
Damn.
I know what I'm hunting for now, Josh.
Jesus
And it
Christ.
minus 24.
Perception skill.
Yeah. Jude notices everything. Jude's like, I'm looking for friends. I want to have a bonfire party.
Got my ocarina out. I'm ready.
But you're not playing it because you're being stealthy.
Dang it. It's just
It's just you're tapping out your Oath of Glory rhythm on it. Sure. Yeah. No difficulty at all. About 20 minutes travel later, as you near your destination, you can all make out a cave mouth ahead behind an outcropping. So it's actually hard to see the cave mouth because of the outcropping and because of the stockade around the edges of the outcrop. So a full-on little wall has been made. In the last couple of minutes of travel, you've noticed several trees have been cut down, as in probably 40 or 50, to be honest. And you presume that they formed a good portion of the stockade that is up there. So a small wooden wall has been built around the edge of this outcrop with the area cleared around the base of it, making it's a fortress. It's a small fortress. No forest cover, so that you can't really approach stealthily, but you can stop at the edge of the tree line and check it out. You're probably 150 feet away from it. There is a narrow path up to the outcrop, passing through a gateway into the stockade. You all got high enough to notice the piles of rocks on either side of the gateway, which look ready to tumble. And from where you are, that's about all you'd notice. The only Jude and Benneck, you also definitely notice that there's no one on the walls of the stockade.
There's no one guarding the walls.
That's very suspicious. Especially since they probably know we're coming.
Do you think
The door is also open.
it's an ambush?
This is screaming trap. Okay.
Do we do a bonfire now?
Can we set off the trap to draw them out so that we're not fighting on their turf entirely? Get those rocks to fall without actually being near them.
Do you think we could just somehow trade them some halversite? Just show up and be like, hey, everybody, we're the individuals that saved the Humblewood. We're going to tax you some halversite. That's it. And then you guys can do whatever you want.
I think the moment we go through the door, we're going to be attacked.
Yeah, this stuff is very expensive. They're going to want a lot. There's a reason they've set up here.
Is this the place we're supposed to be going?
Yeah. We could try trading, but then we lose the element of surprise.
We could try burning it all to the ground.
We also don't have Helvesite yet.
Are the rocks like supposed to close the mine?
No. So the there is a sloped pathway leading up to it, leading up to the outcropping. The cave mouth is the entrance to the mine itself. That is on the outcrop. So you've got sort of a roughly circular area, probably about 150 feet wide, 200 feet wide, that is encompassed by a stockade that ends at the rock wall of the cliff mountainside. Into the mountainside, there is a cave mouth, probably 15, 20 feet high and wide. There are several piles of spoil. If you climb a tree, you can get a look down and into it. But you haven't said you're doing that yet, so I haven't told you what's inside. But it's probably up from where you are. The elevation is probably 30, 40 feet up.
I want to do that because I can glide down if like I fall or something.
Sure. Athletics
say
or
that to everyone
acrobatics?
else as well.
We could try and trade, because I've just remembered that thorn I picked up is pretty valuable and I really wanted to use it to make something, but I could try and trade it. And then if they say no, just we fight, I guess.
These trees are pine trees. No major branches for you to really sort of climb up Benneck. So it's slow going, but you can do it. I'm not saying you can't do it. You just don't get very high very quickly. It's slow going.
Look, we can attempt to threaten them. I mean, look, we know you're in there. All we request is halversite. If you give us the halversite, we'll just plod along our way and everything will be merry. But if you don't provide us the halversite, then everything burns.
I don't know if threatening's going to work. I mean, they have a fortress with 4 people.
I know we took down a fire monster and stuff, but like maybe fighting isn't always the answer.
Benneck,
how about you take
to be able to
the
see
lead
inside? You can see inside. You cannot see anybody. There is, however, a fire pit that is burning in the middle, like a communal bonfire, cooking fire sort of thing. Several buildings, several of which are built against the stockade, spaced around. There is a parapet on the inside of the stockade. A couple of weapons have been propped up against it, but you can't actually see anybody from from your vantage point. The mine entrance has got several piles of spoil around it, but I'll let your nat 20 perception carry over because it's very good. Nothing looks new on the mining front. You would possibly guess that there hasn't been any mining done here in a while. However, several of the buildings look new, and you would guess the stockade is new.
Okay, I have a plan.
What's that?
Like you can smell the sap in the air from the recently cut trees.
Surprises, Jude. What have you got?
So I don't think that the hedge saw you guys. So what if I start playing my ocarina and I walk towards the fortress like I am a traveler? And I say, hey, I'd like a bed and some water for a night. And then that gets them out for like a conversation. And then I say, I have some friends.
I feel like honesty might be the best policy here. I think one of us goes out there and says, hi, we're after some halversite. And if they say no, then we fight.
Bash their fucking heads in, yes.
Wow.
But if they don't say no, then we compromise.
Okay.
But only one of us, because they don't know they don't know how many of us there are.
Yeah.
And we would like to keep it that way.
And because he only potentially saw me because I yelled at him, I should go.
Okay.
No? Yes?
I always feel like Trish should. And I say this because Trish knows the lingo. Trish knows what to say to bandits. I would argue, is that something? I mean, I didn't just say anything polite, did I? Impolite? Rude?
No.
No. Cool. Factual. Cool. Yes.
I agree. But like, I don't know. I'm feeling lucky today. I met Gaspard yesterday. And
Why
I'm
don't the
really
two
charming.
of you just go out?
You are very
Well, the two of you just go out.
Yeah,
Let's both go.
Together.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gosh,
and you
how
know
high am
what?
I?
The thing is, both Benneck and I can attack from a distance, so it's probably not bad if we're a bit further back.
Benneck
the
is
two of
high
you
up
go
in a
forward.
tree.
Yes.
He's
Yeah,
probably
actually-
listening to this whole thing, but he's not contributing. I wouldn't have
It's
thought.
like, how high am I?
You would have had to get at least 40 feet up to be able to see in.
Does it go higher? I'm looking at my
You
options.
could probably
Can I-
get another 10 feet higher, but not much more than
It's
that.
like, can I possibly like go to the top and glide to the stockade? Over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry, no is the answer to your question. Yes is the answer to Mitch's question. Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to think of both. You're about 150 feet. The tree line is about 150 feet away from the stockade. So 50 feet is not, you wouldn't be able to convert that. It's about a 1-to-1 falling ratio.
Yep.
So you could, from a 50-foot high tree, you could get about 50 feet.
I was gonna shoot them the letter down, but I guess I'll just glide down.
The letter down?
Yeah, I
Just
wrote
what
like I wrote like there's the thing because I wanted to be quiet and not be up there.
Oh, sure. So you come
I'll
back
just
down and
glide.
say this and describe what you saw. Right. Sure.
Okay.
All of that basically just points more to what they're saying.
Are you ready, Trish?
Ready. Let's do it.
Okay. Alrighty.
Good luck.
Jude, I'll say your perception is the one that notices this. I'll keep it from before. How close do you get?
As close until I see people.
We're
Okay.
going to stop a little ways away, I think. I don't want to get rocks
Sure.
on the head.
You get about 20 feet away.
The Mike Gaspard.
No. A moment
I'd like
of
to
your
talk to you
time.
about Gaspard.
Ding dong.
You get to about 20 feet away from the pathway up to the palisade, and you see it. Jude, you notice a tripwire hidden about 5 feet, 10 feet up that pathway.
Mhm.
That, if tripped, you reckon would set off the rockfall. As you get there, though, about a dozen faces appear above the stockade. Benneck, from where you are, you figure they must have been pressed up against the palisade wall for you not to be able to see them. They are
I can respect the hustle.
almost all humble folk, and they are all armed with bows or crossbows. They're all pointing at you, and in the center is a mapatch with a scarred face looking down at you.
Oh, shit.
Well, if it isn't the saviors of Alderheart, I wonder what brings these mighty heroes out here to our little patch of nowhere. And I think we'll leave it there.
Helvig's dad?
I forgot we didn't kill this guy. Fuck.
This cunt. Fucking crawl.
I'm glad we ended it just there because I was going to be like, hey, you, fuck you.
Oh, no.
Not. So.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Ah, shit. I know nothing of this guy. Who's this?
This is Kral. Yeah.
I know Benneck doesn't know.
I know.
This fucking guy.
You should have said Benneck.
Oh, it's the dude that stabbed me in the face.
Yeah, it is.
An eye for an eye, literally.
Eye for an eye. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, that was fun. Guys, thank you so much for watching and playing. I hope you enjoyed that little cliffhanger reveal there.
Oh.
Yeah. Did we have fun?
Yes.
Let's put on some more chilled. Let's put some chilled jazz. And we'll talk about our favorite moments because we love doing our favorite moments. And it's been a good session. We've had some lovely moments. So let's talk about that.
We start with Josh moments first.
Sure, we can if we like.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing that. Chat, please throw up your favorite chat moments as well. Your favorite us moments. We'd love to hear them because it's really important that we it's really hard to be a creative, and yeah, it's really nice to have people tell you what you did well because it helps you grow as an individual and as a creative. So that's what we're doing now.
Fucking Gaspard.
Yeah. Fucking Gaspard was very it's a missed opportunity there.
Josh, yes. Whatever that scene was, everything about it was brilliant. Having Jude meet her god, her deity, was incredible. I lost my mind. Like AJ went away in that scene and just Jude was there because it was brilliant. That's my favorite Jude moment.
I was like, I'm not sure what to do with Trish in this. This is very much tailored for Jude. But yeah, I didn't script it at all. I just sort of, this is what he'll offer. And you got high enough as well. Like all the roles mattered as well. I want to be clear. But yeah, yours was a sliding scale of the higher you get, the more things he would have offered to do. And there's one thing you haven't found out yet. So
what was mine? Was there like a bigger buffet?
Yeah, basically. No, if Benneck's one, if it was fundamentally there would have been something cool on the body. Yeah, you would have had an item or something. Yeah, they all had a sliding scale. Yeah, so that was. Thank you, AJ. That was. Yeah, I enjoyed that. What was my favorite me bit? I don't know. I'm really bad at coming up with me ones. I mean, yeah, I think I really enjoyed being Gaspard as well. I liked coming up with a bit for everybody. I really enjoyed. Yeah. I'm sorry, Mitch. Did I just steal yours?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think it was a good DMing tactic to, over the course of 2 days travel, have something that happens to each of us.
Yeah.
You know, it does kind of spice the travel up rather than being like, you leave here, you get there. So
without like, and on the way you meet the inevitable on the road encounter. Kill this angry animal, and then we can carry on our way. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too formulaic. Yeah, I really liked it. I think I'd agree. My favorite moment was that neat bit of storytelling, and also just any opportunity that gives you guys an opportunity to RP is something that I need to encourage them more, because that's the strength of this group and of my DMing style as well, to be honest, is allowing and working with the RP. So that's what I did well, and thank you, Mitch.
I was gonna say, well, I'm just gonna steal
Good.
from the audience. Shannon hosts one. I was surprised. Sure. I was like, I did not know that's how Deadfall are supposed to be designed for. I'm also
you found out. Josh knows an awful lot about traps and wildcraft, apparently.
I was like, oh god. But yeah,
I don't know if that's accurate. I picked it up from Predators, the movie.
It shows you I care, Shatter.
The audacity. Yeah, cool. Rach?
I loved the Hathrasil. I can't wait to turn it into something cool. And I loved the introduction of the harvesting mechanic, because that's fun. I like that. It's not just you get a bunch of stuff, you have to do a check. I think that's fun.
That is from Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunting, which is a Kickstarter that I backed. We ran a 2-shot from it. We ran Shadow of the Broodmother here on Rolf Damage a few months ago now, with a really cool group that Dan was in with Helvig. Helvig had an adventure while he was dead, #deadvig. No.
Wow.
And that the rules are from that, and I'm using them in Humblewood 2.0 as well. They are building things out of bits of the elementals they kill. But I was like, hey, this is a neat idea. Let's put this in here. Normally, it's a pair of people. One person is the assessor, and one person is the carver. And so the carver is a Dex Arcana, and the assessor is just a straight Arcana. Mm-hmm. It's a neat idea, and the each bit has a different DC, and you can choose. Yeah, it's smart.
Yeah,
and if you start with a really high DC thing, you might not get anything. Is the sort of if you roll low.
Yeah, that's cool. I really like that mechanic. That's fun.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you very much. Alrighty. Deadvig. Yes, thank you, chat. Josh is nicer than me. I have skunk encounter plan for my players. I like that. That sounds great. Small town creepy. Gaspard was excellent, especially sexy. Gaspard was awesome. Which one? They were both pretty hot. Favorite Josh, the fact Kral just showed his bitch ass back up. Last we saw that little shit, he was KO'd and brought to jail. But Gaspard showing up and being, let's talk about sex, baby. My favorite moment was definitely you smell something familiar on the air. Vulnerability, death. Huge Jack Bean. Fave DM moments was the cliffhanger, as always, is so good at them, Josh. Yeah, that was where I had planned to get to last session, but then so much RP got in the way. I was like, no, this is fine. Josh determined to roleplay Jordan, even if he says he won't. It's just hard not to. It's so much fun. Cool. Alrighty. We can rate Sensei Suplex. I have no problem with that. Talking DMing and other things. Let's do that. Sounds great. But we're going to talk about favorite moments first. Let's talk about AJ's really easy to talk about. Favorite moments of this session. Let's talk about AJ. AJ, what did you do well?
I think showing how straight Jude was.
Yeah.
The moment that you described male Gaspard, and my reaction was like, that just happened naturally. That wasn't AJ. That was Jude.
I think it was very much we learned a bit about Jude there that AJ wasn't planning. Yeah. And I was like, I don't like putting things on the player if it's definitely your choice, but I'm like, Gaspard is pretty confident you're straight.
From that moment was really cool for me to learn that about Jude.
Yeah, cool. I think my favorite I don't want to actually, I've got loads, so somebody else can go.
All right, then. My favorite moment for Jude is, AJ was quick to interject that Jude has discovered juice.
That night, yes. Yeah, God Muffin. Oh, yes, God Muffin. Yeah.
I loved the way you interacted with Gaspard. It was fucking adorable, specifically when you kept being like, that's not my question, and like and just your whole demeanor changed, and it was precious, and I loved it.
Thank you.
Yes.
I liked
absolutely.
the invention of the, what was it? The Jerbeen sandwich.
Jerbeen sandwich. Yeah.
Mm.
That was going to be one of mine, so I'm glad I didn't say it. Yeah, definitely. That was super cute.
But also when you like ran off after talking to Gaspard and you squeaked, that was super cute too. This squeak of joy. It was great.
Yeah, I loved Jude and Jordan at the beginning going to make sure Trish was okay. And like, no, we're going to hug you until you're okay again. I really love the pair of them as like the two sweet children that came out of this family of monsters.
Yeah. I like that Jordan and Jude are repairing their
relationship, their friendship. Yeah. And yeah, I wasn't sure where we would take Jordan when I put him in the story. I wasn't sure how he would become it's super important, but yeah, I'm glad that he has, because he's so cute. I also wanted to give a special mention. I love it whenever players, and in fact, AJ, you'll probably forget this, so it's safe to give it to you. I'm going to give you inspiration.
I'll probably forget this. I'm gonna write it down.
You're gonna write it down because, this is just manipulating you to remember. Yeah. You have inspiration. You have inspiration.
Okay.
For self-imposed disadvantage. Yeah. I really like it when people go, you know what? No, I wouldn't be paying attention. And like, yeah, anything, good role play that reinforces what's going on, but is a material negative to your character is great. Love it. Cool. What else we got from chat? The God Muffin was great. Yeah. You see the Jerbeen sandwich live at the Untrodden Quarters Friday night. 18 plus bar, leave inhibitions at the door. Come on down.
I did make a new Humblewood dance festival called Jam and Juice. I'm going to design a shirt for it.
Small town creepy Jude fangirled so well. Meeting Gaspard and just being even more invigorated to do a good job. Yeah, lovely. Good time of Gaspard and the pickaxes. Yes. Cool. All right, let's talk about somebody else. I think Mitch was really fun today as well. Mitch, what do you think you did well, my friend?
I liked the avoidance of responsibility and tasks. There was no way that Nevermore was planning on mining. So of course, A, Nevermore is going to hide the pickaxe, and then B, Nevermore is now injured by the trap. He's just got this twinged shoulder that just doesn't go away.
No, my mining shoulder.
Every time he lifts his wing up a little bit, it's just it's really tight, and it just inhibits the motion. So I think I just liked that I played into that whole. Everybody's like, no, there's still three pickaxes here. He could do it. Nope. Sorry. Oh no. Wish I could help. I
just love that. As he's flying through the air, you can hear him go, "Oh, my mining shoulder!" As he takes like half of the hit points of damage.
My favorite Mitch moment is actually utilizing your energy levels as an actor in your role play. Like, you were tired today, and you know, so you made it that Nevermore had a headache from Iralath. And you could see it, like anytime you were doing this or being tired, you were using what you're going through to like in your acting, and it was brilliant. It was beautifully done.
Thank you.
I really liked. Oh,
No, you go. You
Oh,
go,
okay.
girl.
I liked the little bet that you had about Jude being talking about muffins. That was so cute. Beautiful. Loved it.
And well done, Dan, for just going with that as well. It was it's very
You
solid.
better
well
have
played.
that 10 silver written down because I deducted it.
I'm adding it right now.
10 silver
was
is
like,
a gold
oh.
piece, right?
Yeah, I think I've added my 500 gold as well. So yes.
Snitches get stitches. Yeah. The muffin bet and the snitches get stitches. I was like, I enjoyed that because I was like, yeah, like Nevermore could ever beat up Benneck. He's got a wounded shoulder and everything.
I honestly don't care, so go for it.
No, sorry, you go.
Okay, my favorite Nevermore moment was the start, like self-reflection, and then by the end be like, I didn't really learn anything. It's like,
Yes.
what was that? What was that whole talk?
It's a lesson to be learned if only I could grasp it.
And then at the end, he says to Trish, he's playing the longer game of getting back into Trish's good books with thank God you're here, Trish, as Trish lays out a very sensible course of action. And when you said it, I was like, what is he referring to? Like, what is he grateful for Trish for in this moment? Because Trish is handling Jude's keenness to do something that could be potentially fucking stupid, while also working that into a very useful, workable plan.
Sense that.
Given who is there and Jude's inevitable reaction to this person.
Hindsight is 2020.
Because I'm watching and it was like, I know exactly who's in here. This is an awful idea. Yeah. But they don't. And it's a very valid plan in and of itself. That was really nicely done. Cool. Alrighty. Who else have we got? Snitches get stitches. Mitch is always on it. Masterful. Exactly. Yes. Favorite Mitch, trying to actually be apologetic to Trish and almost succeeding. So close. My favorite Rachel moment would actually follow on from that. So we're going to go talk about Rachel now.
Okay.
My favorite Rachel moment was nearly. It was not quite, but close enough. Was the I'm not giving you that easy. You no.
Yeah, she's still pretty pissed.
That's it. Yeah.
Probably so.
The last 2 weeks have been the last 2 days of like you actually in next to each other in the marching order as well, which is interesting, which is partially why I asked. What do you think you did well, Rach?
I liked getting to use my bandit background and come up with some good plans. The whole thing about the traps, just sort of knowing what they mean in terms of our situation, it felt good. It was nice. I liked it.
Yeah, we're back in territory that Trish is familiar with, which is that's cool.
Because we've been in Magic Zone for so long, and I've just been like, look, I'm just taking your word for it.
Yeah.
Now I'm finally like, oh, I know what's going on.
2 points. Favorite Rachel moment. Trying not to be like completely happy after the Jerbeen sandwich. Because you went from like, I'm mad at Nevermore to like, I'm being hugged by 2 cute Jerbeens.
One of
You're
whom
so
is
soft
very
and
fluffy.
And then my favorite Trish is just being so sassy to Nevermore and asking him what he's apologizing for.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. And Omi's one as well. Dude, yes, girl, those stars. When we were talking about Gaspard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the whole Trish in the background during the whole Gaspard affair, being like, "Oh, bright light. Okay, I'll just stay out here then. That's a vibe." And then be like, "Cool. I don't understand what was happening, but body language, nice."
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to chime in, and she couldn't make out a gosh darn thing. This is to say, what you saw was Jude talking to a glowing light. Vaguely Jerbeen-shaped glowing light.
I'll just very quickly jump on with what you raised up about bringing up your banditry background as part of your role playing, because you really did role play with that. And you know, it wasn't just you relaying what Josh was saying, you were taking it a little bit further as well, kind of putting your own spin on things when you were describing things. And you know, there's just one line that I typed out. It was just like, there are bandits afoot. Just the way you said it was so like, so like,
a clue, Sherlock.
Yeah. There are bandits afoot, yes. I just imagine you getting dramatic about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was cool.
That was
Thank
good. All right. Have we all said nice things about Trish? Favorite Trish?
We've got a
dude. Oh, yes, those scars.
in your neck.
Another one, Trish smartly saying that off to the side during the God talk, she totally could have interjected. Well, yeah, but she also didn't know what was going. Like, she could have only interjected from what Jude was saying, not from what AJ. From what? Winterstell's the stream is so wet. AJ, yeah, serum favorite Jude. That she had a great night of dreams and woke up understanding juice. Y'all are adorable. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about Ben and his neck. Dan.
Yeah.
What was your favorite you moment, my friend?
To come up in my mind, so I'll say the other one if no one mentions it. But the one that I want to say is when Nevermore was going to apologize to Trish. I was like, oh shit, and Benneck just went like, snacks, time to like watch the movie. And mommy the whole thing. I love it. I was like, oh, it's about to be bad. I know it. I sense it.
He's not going to do this well. Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
I really liked when you went to eat the corpse and you were like, I'm gonna pretend that I'm doing a good thing, but really this is for me. I want to. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that Benneck has done an admirable job of avoiding a lot of Nevermore's sass and just kind of playing it off. Like, obviously Nevermore gets on your nerves quite a bit. And I remember there was the part where you were like, oh, I'm going to shoot him. You know what I mean?
So easy.
So easy to shoot. Yeah, but like I feel like you do a really good job of not like playing into Nevermore's hand or claw, as it were. With when it comes to that kind of stuff, you manage to avoid it quite a bit. So, and Nevermore has been keeping his eyes peeled, waiting for something to grasp onto. But I haven't found anything yet with Benneck, so you've done well in avoiding that.
Yes.
I think the first conversation with Nevermore at lunch and just how straight up Benneck is, of just being like, yeah, you should apologize. Like, yes. The way he interacts with Nevermore is so intriguing to me because he does not have blinders on with Nevermore. Like, he sees how much of a dick Nevermore can be.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting to watch.
It makes me curious. Does Benneck like Nevermore? You don't have to answer this. You don't have to answer that. I'm just curious.
Answer it. I would like to say, like, I was gonna say indifferent, but that's not like quite right. It's more like in the respect.
Yeah. Don't like the guy, but I respect him.
Yeah, like he's a defender of Alderheart, but as
he's not a friend.
I hope it was clear, even though like Benneck tried to laugh it off, but he did not like Lazarus at all. So being like the spawn of that guy was like,
something to get over as well.
Small town creepy says it's really well.
Yeah.
Benneck is so cool because it's like no judgment at all, just assessment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say that for the most part it's pretty true. But there definitely does come. maybe the judgment part is more self-judgment.
Yeah, he's very hard on himself.
Yes, that's true.
But yeah, you should definitely, when he said you should definitely apologize, it wasn't because you're an asshole. It was more of a, objectively, what you just said was very unpleasant. You should probably apologize for it because that would be a good idea. Yeah. Rather than, and I hate you for it. Yeah. There was no judgment. Exactly right. Thank you. Well said, Small Town Creepy. Favorite Dan playing the Jerbeen course. Deep down, this was payday for him. Been around for over a season. We now get to see him get that fixed. That was, of course, my favorite moment. I've been wanting to see, because I didn't know when we began that Benneck was a cannibal.
Sorry to spring that on you, Josh, but I made a.
I was like, I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine with it. I just did not know that was happening. I was like, oh, okay.
I don't know how Jude is gonna feel if she ever finds out he ate a Jerbeen.
Oh boy, Jerbeens aren't the only corpses.
No, I'm aware of that. I just don't know how Jude will feel. Like,
yeah.
I was so happy. I was like, it could be anything, but I mean, it's a dead thing. What harm could it do? Maybe I don't have to wake up people. Glad I didn't have to, because then I would have to explain. But then I get to keep that card in my hand for longer.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll for bloat. Yeah, the whole discussion was like, how much can you eat? Turns out a lot. Yeah.
It's my job, Josh. Clean up the forest.
Sure. Again, something was not discussed in character creation. I'm like, okay, self-imposed. Yeah, sure. Right. You have to clean up all the mess.
Yeah.
Has to.
No,
very important.
I have to. Wait. I love my work.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else have nice things to say about Dan, or shall we move on?
I believe
I've said my piece.
Alrighty.
I think that's everyone.
Someone who genuinely adores vultures. I love Benneck. Cool. Excellent. All right.
I'm glad you.
Explaining how he could eat forever to Nevermore and who took it too literally. Yeah, all of these are good points. We were all excellent and splendid. Well, guys, I'd like to thank Serum for his amazing work behind the scenes and making us corpse constantly with all of his silly comments in our private chat, which is funny. Thank Breepie, our wonderful artist, for their amazing work. It's always top shelf. If you want to look at it, you only simply have to look at the screen. There's one of our pieces of artwork right there. It's probably Trish. It might not be. Thank our amazing, fabulous, wonderful, extremely appreciated sponsors, Wooden Forge, purveyors of WA's finest handcrafted wooden tabletop accessories. It's support from people like them that allows us to bring you this kind of content. Use the discount code HUMBLE1 at checkout at woodenforge.com. It's upside down. To buy beautiful things like this wooden dice keeper made of Jarrah. It's got little foam inserts so you don't damage your minis and so forth, and your pretty math rocks. AJ, what have you got?
I have a dice box.
And it's like a rolling board and
leather rolling surfaces on either side.
Oh, so pretty. All embossed, laser embossed.
And give one to a friend if they need a rolling surface too.
Exactly. Use code HUMBLE1 at checkout and you can buy, you too could be owner of one of these beautiful things. They also have merch. Check out all of their stuff at woodenforge.com. Now, please, if you enjoyed, please follow and subscribe, and don't forget you can check us out on YouTube. All the episodes you've missed are up there, and there's a couple of more things going on the channel this week. We have the Avatar game coming back on Wednesday night, so if you enjoyed AJ and Dan's faces, they'll be there. Rhythm of the Mind, who's been pretty active in chat, will also be there as the DM this week, and TSA are going to be back on Saturday morning. Yes, the Scales Above back again with Nova One at the helm of his Scales Above adjacent Rise of Tiamat adjacent campaign in his homebrew world of Tariel. How exciting is that? Well, guys, okay, we need somebody. Our friend Spina, could you roll me 1d4 in chat? We will count 4 places or whatever Spina rolls to the left, and we will do each other's sign-offs.
Oh, God.
Oh no, I forgot this was a thing at the start. No.
4. Okay, we're going 4 spaces to the left. So I'm doing AJ. And AJ will do... Sorry, AJ will do...
Dan.
Oh, AJ lucked out.
Yeah. Dan will do Mitch. Mitch does Rach.
Mitch does
and Rach
Rach.
can do me, which is probably for the best. All right. And seeing as AJ gets signed off first, hi, this is AJ Winters. She's a creative being from Perth, WA. You can check out her creative works on her YouTube channel, Winter's Tales. It's so excellent, you should love it. Normally, there are world-building episodes on Sunday evenings, but this week, life happened, so it'll be coming out tomorrow morning. If you want to check out more of AJ Winter's stuff, you can find her on the internet, all over the Twitch. She's like a rash. Everybody has it. She was playing on PAX channels this weekend. She'll be playing on Roll for Damage on Wednesday night as Pan in the Avatar game, and generally just infesting art in Perth. You can check her out at Fringe World, where her box will be on display once again. And
Yep.
What am I forgetting? Is there anything else? I don't think so. AJ is an adorable person. We love them very much.
Aww.
Cool. AJ, tell us about Dan. Who the hell is Dan?
Dan is an adorable human being for one, but Dan goes by D-Rab in the Discord chat, and he isn't really on the interwebs. You can find him more in the For Reals meet space where he lurks. So you can check him out this Wednesday on the Avatar game or back here Monday nights for Humblewood.
That's that you can. All right, Dan, tell us about Mitch.
I've been dreading this whole time.
You got it.
Okay. I am not Mitch Earnshaw, but I am speaking for him. You can find him basically on the Twitter where he twats things. Aside from that, he's basically here playing Nevermore. Come back next week, Monday, Australian Western Standard Time for more Nevermore bullshit. And that's it. Really?
Yeah. Mitch _ Earnshaw, I think is the Twitter. Yes, Mitch, tell us about Rachel.
What the fuck is going on, everybody? Pieces of shit. My name is Rach. I'm the fucking resident artist trash. You can find me on all forms of social media by my name, because nobody has the name Rachel Foucar. It's me, baby. And I wrote a sci-fi book. It's called Rings of Mars. And if you don't get this book, I'm gonna come to your house and shit in your fridge. So I'll catch you later, you piece of shit. Bam.
Your favorite moment.
I for sure thought you were gonna say "get amongst it," and I was like,
"Get amongst it."
Oh
Rachel,
my God.
I'm so pleased that that's my legacy. I'm glad this is the reputation I've built. Thank you, Mitch.
This is somebody who'll come and take a shit in your fridge. Rachel, tell everybody who the fuck I am.
Hello. That guy down there is Josh the Pirate. He could be found generally infesting the arts scene around Perth. If you like his DM stylings here, you might also like when he manages One Shot Wednesday and also runs the spin-off Humblewood campaign over on Corsair's Cove, shiny brand new channel that you should check out. If you enjoyed the voice but could stand to tone down the face a little bit, you can find him on his podcast, There Be Dragons, where he plays the deadly pirate Scan Felspar and his little dragon, Crush.
Crush.
Crush. He also has an erotic puppet show with his beautiful wife called Paparotica, which is coming back to Fringe next year. Did I miss anything? You've got a lot of projects. Okay,
yeah,
good.
I don't think so. You nailed it.
Good.
Oh my god, that was the hardest one.
Yes, mine is very full. My beautiful lady wife has a birthday tomorrow as well. So if people want to throw up a happy birthday to the mother of bunnies in chat, that would also be super lovely and cute. So please don't sing it. Let's not do that. But yeah, guys, it's been a genuine pleasure hanging out with you this evening, Mesdames and Monsieur, and Damen und Herren, and beings of indeterminate gender or persuasion. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us on Roll for Damage this evening. It's been lovely. Thank you for the raids, everybody. We have a request to, we're going to now raid someone ourselves. And we have a request to raid Sensei Suplex. So let's see about that, shall we? Sensei Suplex. Suplex, they are talking D&D. It does look very much like what they are still answering burning questions. So we will kick that raid off. Guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us this evening. We will be back, same bat time, same bat channel, next week on Monday nights for more Humblewood shenanigans. And we will see you then. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye,
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Love to Serum.